Hello and welcome. My name is Bobby Seagull, a school maths teacher. So I'm going to tell you how I became involved with this. Just the day before, I had a message on my Instagram and it was from OT Mabuse. And obviously, as a Strictly fan, I was like, oh my god, it's OT, she's messaging me. And we had a conversation. And the conversation was about how I can support her new project, Home Festival Online. And she said, it's all about people and keeping them entertained, educated, informed during these times. So I said, yes, I'd love to get involved. And now, here I am. So if it's the first time you're meeting me, let me tell you a bit about myself. So I'm Bobby Seagull. I am a school maths teacher. As you can tell from my pass here, there you go, that's Bobby Seagull. I am an author of a book called The Life-Changing Magic of Numbers. That's my face, it looks like me. And I'm all about showing you how numbers have changed my life. And I wanted to show how numbers can change your life as well. But I'm also a BBC presenter for something called the Monkman and Seagull's Genius Guide to Britain. So actually, I was on a quiz show called University Challenge a few years ago. And I didn't win. My team lost to someone called Eric Monkman and his Wolston team. But the BBC said, you are so enthusiastic. You can tell, I'm positive, I love smiling. You're so enthusiastic about learning maths, science, history, geography, that they sent us around on a road trip around the UK. So imagine Top Gear mixed with QI. You know the program about knowledge? That was my show. And I've got a second series coming out. But one thing I wanted to show you, I'm very proud. I love learning. And again, one thing we're going to be doing is I'm going to be teaching you lots of amazing things. Mainly maths, but numbers, history, geography, all through numbers. A couple of weeks ago, I won Celebrity Mastermind. And the reason I bring this up is, I did my topic as England at World Cups about football, but I answered questions on geography, history, politics. So I'm trying to show you guys how actually learning is everywhere in the world. And one thing I love about OT and Karen, and OT in particular, I had a chat yesterday, OT loves learning. And I think that's what we need to do, have that passion for learning, whether it's dance, whether it's baking, anything, that passion is there. So let me have a look at the schedule for today. Let's have a look what's going on. So, this is part of the Home Festival Online. So I'm Bobby Seagull, and there's so many amazing things. So this morning, we would have been seeing, I think it would have been Karen and David on, I think it's Absolute Work, and that should have been amazing, and hopefully I'll join that next time. Then we've got 11:30, OT and Marius doing Dua Lipa, I don't know what Dua Lipa dance is, but they're doing that. Then at 12:15, we've got Richie Driss with Pictionary, which sounds quite fun. Then we've got Katie Priest at 1400 at 2 o'clock, chocolate chip cookies. Then Bryony Blake at 3 o'clock, makeup tutorial. Always good to practice. Then at 6 o'clock, Karen's back with Stretch and Flow. I presume Karen's going to be getting you all stretched and flexible. Then at 7 o'clock, I'm really excited for this. Emma Barton is doing the bedtime story. And absolutely one of my favourite books, Matilda. The girl who showed that if you read and learn, anything is possible. Apart from the mind reading stuff she does. Apart from that moving things around. That doesn't really happen. And then finally at 7:30, Joita and Michael are doing a jive. I can't do jive. A jive beginner's dance class, and special guests are Ore and Portia Aduba. So an amazing schedule for you guys today. I'm so privileged to be part of it. So let's get cracking with my session today. Let's have a look. So, let me tell you the story of my life on Friday afternoons. So school is finished. It's 3 o'clock. Kids are gone home. And us teachers, we'll usually go to the pub. And I'll have a drink in my hand. I'm quite small. I'll usually have a half pint. I'll meet someone. I'll introduce myself and say, hi, I'm Bobby. They'll ask me, what do you do, Bobby? And I'll say, I'm a school maths teacher. And you know, at this point, what they're often like is like, maths? And then they're off to the bathroom. They genuinely run away from me. They run away from me. But they'll come back. And when they do, I'll corner them very politely and say, why did you abandon me? And then they'll say this, I hated maths at school. You've all heard that, haven't you? so many people have negative experiences about maths and it scars them for the rest of their life. But I want to show you actually how it's our mindset that can release us and make us actually feel confident. We're not going to be the best in the world, but we can be confident when using maths and numbers. So, there's a scenario that's very familiar, parents' evening. We all have that when you go along, lots of tables stacked around, and you see children with the parents discussing all the progress and the subjects. And this is a very common situation for me. So, recently, there was a parents' evening, and one of the parents was looking at the report on his daughter, Emilia. He was looking around and going, "Oh, Emilia, how are you doing? How's your maths? Not so good." And then he looked at his daughter and said, "Emilia, don't worry, I wasn't good at maths. I don't have a maths brain, and neither do you." Don't have a maths brain? Don't have a maths brain. To be honest, when he said that, at this point, I wanted to... I need to get closer to the mic. Someone said I need to speak up. Okay. I wanted to get annoyed at him because he shouldn't be telling his daughter that she can't do maths. And I said to him, "Dad, do you remember when Emilia was born?" He was like, "Oh, yes, I remember when she was born." And Emilia was looking a bit embarrassed. So when I'm moving, I've got a PowerPoint slide that I'm moving along on YouTube. "Do you remember when Emily was in the hospital?" And he's like, yes, I remember. There would have been a nurse coming around with a clipboard, checking all the vitals. And the nurse would have said, 2 legs, 2 knees, 2 arms, 2 eyes. But unfortunately, Dad, Emilia doesn't have a maths brain. That last bit doesn't happen, does it? It really doesn't happen. We're not born with a maths brain. We're not born with a brain that makes us do maths in the same way that we're not born with a brain for art or music. It's our experiences in life that make us think that we can or can't do maths. But we need to change that. It's about our attitude. Okay, I'm going to show you a question now that will show you actually how difficult as a nation we find maths. There's one thing I'll tell you, parents, carers and children. So many people will say to me, "Oh, Mr. Seagull, I can't do maths." Do you ever hear people saying that they can't read? That doesn't happen. Because we'd be embarrassed to say we can't read, and yet it's culturally acceptable. In fact, have you heard, it's a badge of honor to say that you can't do maths. We need to transform that. So I'm going to show you a question. So on YouTube, you'll see it coming up. So I'm an ambassador for a charity called National Numeracy. And what they do is they look at improving numeracy skills across the nation. And their main ambassadors, I work with them as a charity ambassador, but they also have Rachel Riley, the numbers whiz from Countdown, and they also have Martin Lewis from Money Saving Experts, so people that really love their numbers. So this is the question they asked the nation. So they asked, imagine you're earning £9 an hour. Yeah, £9 an hour. And then your boss says, "I'm going to give you a 5% pay rise." 5% pay rise. How much do you now earn? So I'm going to give you a little time to think. So you're earning £9 an hour, and your boss gives you a 5% increase. 5%. 5%. Okay, I can see if you know, no calculator just yet. I've got a calculator too. Where's my calculator? Somewhere here. But for now, try. See if you can solve it mentally. Is anyone getting it? Let's have a look. It's backwards. Oh, sorry, Instagram people. I'm not sure how to convert it. So apparently it's backwards. You'll have to imagine it's the other way around. So it's £9 and a 5% increase. So maybe just listen to my voice. So if that's the case, what I normally do is you work out 10% of a number. So £9, how many pennies in £1? 100. And in £9, there are 900 pennies. Ooh, I can see some great answers from Tracy. Is it Katya? Oh my God, I'm such a big fan of you, Katya. Katya's got the answer right as well. So 10% of 900 pence is 90p. No, sorry, it's backwards. 90p. And that's 10%. So 5%, half of that is as Katya said, it's 45p, yeah? 45p. 45p. So, you add that back on, and you get £9.45. And hopefully, when I explain that, Instagram people, so who else you got on Instagram? Human Space Sign, Robbie Hurton, Nancy, you are correct. It is 9.45. But you know, in the UK, they asked this question through the national numeracy to a sample of people in the UK, adults. And you know, they gave the adults a calculator. Even with a calculator, 1 in 2 adults, 1 in 2, 50% of people couldn't do this question. And it's not because the people aren't smart. It's because something at school, something in their experience made them think, oh, I haven't got a maths brain. I can't do maths. I wasn't born like that. But that's not the way. And actually, let me show you something that I'm doing. So I am also doing research. So when again, Instagram people, when I move forward, I'm moving a PowerPoint slide for my friends on Facebook and YouTube. I'm studying at Cambridge, doing research for my doctorate, looking into maths anxiety. Maths anxiety. Have you heard that word before? Maths anxiety is a negative emotional response we encounter when dealing with maths. It can happen to children as well as adults. Children in the class doing fractions, or adults in the real world. Deborah, well done on YouTube, in the real world. And I think that response makes us afraid of numbers. But we can overcome that. We can overcome that. But the way we overcome that is through hard work, effort, and always telling yourself that actually you can do maths. So for people that are joining now on Instagram, hello, YouTube, hello, Facebook. So if you're, I'd love to hear what you think about maths. So I'm at Bobby_Seagull. So you probably can't see it, at Bobby. So I'm going to try something really unusual. I'm going to try and write backwards for you, so Instagram can see it. But Facebook and YouTube, you're going to think I'm mad. Okay, at Bobby, let's test my skills. At Bobby, B-O-B-B. Is that correct? At Bobby _ oh Lord. Okay, so I'm at Bobby_Seagull on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I haven't produced much content yet there, but I will do. I'm on Facebook and YouTube as well. So again, I love maths, numbers, education, geography, science. So anything about learning, I'm your man. So we looked at maths anxiety. Let's do a couple of neat tricks with maths. A couple of neat tricks. So it's about 11 o'clock now. And in school, I normally have a child going, Mr. Seagull, we've only got 10 minutes to go. We've got 17 minutes to go. And 17 minutes is a cool number. Why? Because it's a prime number. And that'll be another session. Let's see, who do we have? Hello, Charlotte. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Anthea. So Anthea says, if I turn the camera around, would the phone work? It would, Anthea. But the only problem is then I can't see your wonderful comments. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Tracy. So next time I'll work out a way of getting the Instagram to flip around so I can see your comments as well. Because obviously I want to speak to you. Rowan, Judy, Hannah. If I can't see your comments, where's the interaction? As a teacher, I love communicating with my students, whether they're adults or children. So let's have a look at where we are. So we're talking about maths and percentages. Let me get my board rubber. Okay, so let's just do a few bits, because sometimes students will put their hand up in the middle of a lesson. They go, Mr. Seagull, I'll be like, yes, Mr. Seagull, when are we ever going to use maths? And I'm like, maths? When are you going to use it? I'll tell you where. Actually, I'll give you the practical example, but I'll talk about what's happening now. So obviously now, the reason, again, OT and Karen have set up the home festival online is that we're at home, and we're staying at home because of coronavirus. And actually, a lot of my friends who are mathematicians, they're using mathematics to try and understand the spread and modelling of these diseases. So again, this is just a very quick thing. So maybe I'll draw it, yeah. So obviously you got the, you see all these different graphs and curves, how the rate is growing for the disease. This is all mathematics. So mathematicians are looking at the rate of things growing. So I actually did some work, an interview with the World Economic Forum. And what we talked about was how nowadays numbers are so important. We need to understand the rate of infection, We need to understand the rates of growth. Are we bringing it under control? And it's all about numbers. So when we go back in school, so if you're one of my students and you ask me, what's the point of maths? I'm going to say, remember Corona? We needed maths to understand it. So maths is so powerful. And again, in another lesson, I'll talk about how the numbers are used to help us battle infectious diseases. Okay, so percentages. Mr. Seagull's going to talk about percentages. Again, at Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, I'm at Bobby _ Seagull, cacao. Ooh, and one thing I'll tell you, in my first lesson with students, when they see the name, they're like, Mr. Seagull, where's my pass? They're like, Mr. Seagull? I know it's backwards there for you, Mr. Seagull. They're like, we got Mr. Seagull. So honestly, what I do first lesson, I let them get the jokes out of the way. I actually personally say, cacao, and they're like, why is the teacher mocking himself? And if they see a seagull on the playground, which we sometimes do, I just go, oh, that's my auntie Catherine. Oh yeah, that's my uncle Jim. And then the kid's like, oh, Mr. Seagull's mocking himself. So, cacao, I got the jokes out of the way. Yes, I am Mr. Seagull. And another lesson, I'll tell you why I'm called Seagull. I'll tell you why. So it's my real name from the day I was born, but there's a brilliant story behind it. A really brilliant story. In fact, I might even tell you the story today, if we get time towards the end. I will tell you the story. I'm going to make a note. Mr. Seagull's going to make a note. I'm going to tell you why I'm called Bobby Seagull. And that's also to do with my educational motivation. Okay, so we've got about 14 minutes. Let's do some maths. So, when we go to the shops, one of the most important things is understanding percentages. And I'll tell you something. I don't know if I've got my backpack here. Where have I got my backpack? Oh, it's somewhere in the corner. Can I run and get my backpack? Can I run? Am I allowed to run? Okay, 1 second. So, I'm running to get my backpack. Hold on. So, here's his backpack. There we are. Mr. Seagull's back. Don't worry, I'm back. Okay, so, a few years ago, my mum went and bought me a backpack. And she said, Bobby, I got a great deal for you. I got a fabulous deal. Shout out to Zoe B. Hello Zoe B. Thank you. So again, on Instagram, I can see shout outs. On Facebook, can I see any shout outs? Let me have a check. Hello Zaina from London. Hello Adetta. Let's have a look at a few of the comments. I've got another screen. What I love about technology is you can interact. Hello Charlotte Holden. Adetta. Hi Francesca. Let me see all the other comments. That's all I can see right now. Hello Francesca. Okay, so the percentages in the bag. Oh my god, can't believe it. Zoe, I did shout you out. So actually, for Zoe, I'm going to do a dab. It's a mathematical shape. One line there. You can do angles with dabs. Look, that's a horizontal. And this is a acute angle. Acute angle, less than 90. So Zoe, I gave you a mathematical dab. There you go. And on YouTube, we've got Deborah. And on Facebook, annoyingly, I can't see all the comments. I think it's my computer. It's not behaving this morning. Hello, Charlotte Meacher. Hello, Millie as well. I'm shouting at lots of people here. Mathematical dabs, they do exist. Funny enough, I was on Comic Relief last year. There was a special Universe Challenge episode. And I did a dab on Comic Relief. And my students were like, oh my god, Mr. Seagull, you embarrassed us. Dabs are out of fashion. But again, you know, I find out about things a bit later. Like, you know, Fortnite. One thing I like about Fortnite is it's a game. But it's a game that's governed by mathematicians. Mathematicians make the code for it. I remember I was doing a Fortnite dance. Was it like this? Was it? I think it's that. And my students like, Mr. Seagull, it's out of date. It's out of date. So again, I'm sometimes behind the trend. But hopefully you guys, through Home Festival Online, you'll teach me a few tips and tricks. Remember, at Bobby _ Seagull. Shout out to Rowan. Hello, Rowan. Hello, Judy. And Zoe again. Hello, Zoe. So, what was I going to say? I'm getting so excited. I'm getting carried. I've got a lesson plan here, but I'm like, rip up the lesson plan. You guys are the fun. You're the entertainment. Hi, Poppy. Okay, so percentages and shops. My mom, she got me this bag, said, Bobby, my mom has an Indian accent, but I don't want to be racist, so I'll just, Bobby, I got you a bag, nice bag. I'm like, thank you, mom, thank you. And then she said, I got a good discount. And I said, oh, really? Mom said, I got 75% off. 75% off. I'm like, really, mom? Really? And I checked the bag, and this is where it was naughty. On the bag, it had a tag, and it said, let's have a look. How long do I have left? I've got 10 minutes. It said, up to 75% off. It said up to 75% off, and the original price of the bag was £20, and it was now £10. And it's not that my mum can't do maths, but she just saw the price tag, and the price tag said up to 75% off. So she thought that's a brilliant deal. That's a brilliant deal. Hello to Charlotte S as well. I'm glad you're a fan. But actually, the shop slightly misled the customer, my mum. Because if you look at it, the original bag cost £20 and it's now £10. What actually is the percentage that was off? So the original bag was £20 and the bag now costs £10. So you know what percent means? Percent means per out of 100. Out of 100. So 10 out of 20 is the same as saying 50 out of 100. So 10 out of 20 is 50%. And the way you could do that on your calculators is to do 10 divided by 20. That'll give you 0.5. Then you multiply that by 100. And well done to Rupi and hi Camille. Hello Jay and Instabros. Charlotte Holden, well done. That's 50% off. So when my mum thought it was up to 75%, and this is where you've got to be really careful as consumers. Technically the shop didn't lie, did it? Thank you, it technically didn't, because it was up to. 50 is up to 75%, but actually, what would 75% have been? So let me know, how do you work out 75% of £20? What would that have been if it was correct? Let's see, any thinking? Hello Umar. So what would 75% of £20 be? What should the bag have been priced? Let me check Facebook, any more comments? Hello Francesca, age 9. Hello Ben. Hello Lenshina. Francesca, you know what I like about age 9? It's 3 times 3. 3 squared. What a great number. You're on a square number, yeah. Thank you, Francesca. Actually, I should move my screen to a large one. I don't know why I'm stuck in this one here. I should move it to a large screen. Sorry, there we go. You can see me better now. Okay, so we've looked at percentages, and has anyone got the answer? Good. So Catherine says you do 20 divided by 4. 20 divided by 4, because each quarter is worth 25%. So it's 25, 25, 25, 25. Yeah? 3 lots of that is 3 lots of 5, because each quarter is 5, 5, 5. So it's 5, 10, 15, so actually it'll be £15 off. So well done, Katie Hughes, Uma Shah got it right as well, so did Sarah, so did Catherine. So the bag should have been priced at £5. £5. So that's the basics of percentages. And again, it's a whistle-stop tour. But what I'd like you to do is send me suggestions of what you'd like to cover in these lessons. And again, although I'm a maths specialist, again, I won, Celebrity Mastermind. And I've also written a quiz book called The Monk, and this is the person I do my BBC TV series with, called Monkwood and Seagull's Genius Guide. In this book, there's questions of history, geography, music, sport, technology, pop culture. And actually, I do pub quizzes, family quizzes, every Saturday night at 8 p.m. On my YouTube channel. And it's called #Quiz for NHS. So if you look at Bobby Seagull on Twitter, Instagram or TikTok, I have pub quizzes, family pub quizzes, every Saturday 8 p.m. And then Wednesdays 8 p.m. is a football quiz. But these quizzes are family friendly. I do a primary school round, I do a pop culture round, I do a geography round with pictures of flags and countries. And I also do, what else do I do? I do a charades round. I look absolutely ridiculous. Honestly, I know, I'm embarrassed. But you're going to love it. So someone says here, Catherine says multiplication, fractions, okay? These are topics, thank you. And again, if you tweet me or Insta DM me these ideas as well, I'll make sure I pick it up as well. I'll save the live. Uma, yes, I will save the live. So we've got about about 5 minutes left. So thank you for your suggestions here. What I wanted to show you was, let's have a look, this. So, on the board, you can't see it on Instagram, but it's on my YouTube. Hello to Tabitha, age 11. Well done, Tabitha. Well done, Tracy, for the correct answer on Facebook. I, as a teacher, I'm really positive. Because I think all of us can be a lot better than we think we're capable of. And a lot of this is about your mindset. So what I do again on my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, at Bobby_Seagull, is I have something called Thoughts of Mr. Seagull. And these are positive motivational ideas to help you flourish. So let me give you one example. So today's idea is about mindset. So when people ask me, Bobby, you're really smart, you seem to know everything. And I'm like, okay, I am smart, I do know things, but the question to ask is, why am I smart? Why? Not, I was born that way. When I was in the hospital, that nurse didn't say to my dad, yeah, your son Bobby, he's got the maths brain. They never said that. And I'll tell you something. So, I think there are two types of people in this world. Two types of people. You recognize these guys? You recognize them? Okay, these are not the only two types of people, but they come as a duo, Ant and Dec. It's almost like my friend Monkman and Seagull were the BBC version of these two guys, Ant and Dec. But they could be anyone's face. So the reason I've got their faces up is they're the same, they roughly know the same things, they've got similar personalities. But what makes one person succeed? I think it's your mindset. So there's two types of mindset. There's something called fixed mindset and something called growth mindset. And this is the most important factor to succeeding. Fixed mindset people, what they do is, they often say, oh, I failed my driving test. I can never drive. I couldn't do fractions. I can never do fractions. I couldn't dance. I can never dance. That's okay. We all make mistakes. But you know what the growth mindset person is? They'll say this. I failed my driving test. I haven't passed yet. I couldn't do fractions yet. I couldn't learn that jive move yet. You see the key difference there? They look the same, but the only difference is the growth mindset person, they say, I can't do it yet. So that's why I want you all to remember the three words. Can you say that for me? I can't do it yet. Whenever anyone says to you that you're not capable of doing anything, never let anyone say that you are not capable. You set your own barriers. Never have a fixed mindset. Have a growth mindset where you say, I will be able to do it. I can't do it yet, but I'm going to put in hard work and effort. And over time, I might not be the best in the world, but I'm going to be better than where I am now. And that's what it's all about. Okay, the last couple of minutes. I want to show you, I can't do it yet. Charlotte says never give up. It's all about positivity. Hi Shamsam. Hi Francesca. What I do is, I'm actually not good at dancing, but I'm really enthusiastic. And what I do is, I have this little dance that I show my students. It's about positivity. So, can everyone put their arms together? You know, was it an X Factor or Britain's Got Talent? They got the X. So put your arms together like an X, yeah? Put your arms together. So when people come to me, they often say, but Bobby, I can't do maths. I can't do maths. I'm like, okay, put your arms like that. And then what I do is, we do this little rhyme. So what I do is, 1, 2, 3, go. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. You see that? It turns into a cross into a Y. Let's try that again, yeah? So put your arms as a cross. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. And I think that positive attitude can help us in anything. That's why I tell you about maths. Even if maths is not your cup of tea and you prefer other things, that's not a problem. But if you can feel confident that you can do maths, you can achieve anything you want, anything, you know, whether it's in your family life, your personal life, whether it's cooking, baking, driving. If you can take steps to tackle your fear of maths, you can do anything. Remember? 1, 2, 3, come on, ready? On your here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. Thank you. Thank you. I've enjoyed this so much. You've been all so wonderful. So I'm Bobby Seagull, at Bobby_Seagull on TikTok. Instagram and Twitter are my main ones. Facebook, you can follow me there. My YouTube channel. And again, I have family quizzes every Saturday, 8 p.m. Hopefully I'll get involved with the Home Festival and do quizzes for them as well. So what I'm going to end on is, I'm going to run back through the schedule for today. So, after you've done this session at 11:30, when will I be back? I'm going to be back on Thursday at the same time. So hopefully the plan is, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And again, there'll be maths focused, but also I'm going to talk about geography, the numbers, history, science, music, dance, but all about education and making sure that you have that positive attitude. Thank you, Style. Thank you, Jules. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Shamson. So 11:30. I know what you're all doing at 11:30. You're going to stay on this channel, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook. It's going to be OT and Marius doing a Dua Lipa #Keep Dancing challenge. What is Dua Lipa's moves? I know she's done that song Physical recently, I love that song. Honestly, it's a great workout song. So they're going to do a Keep Dancing challenge. Then at 12:15, Richie Driss. I was going to say Idris Elba. Richie Driss has got Pictionary going on. That's going to be amazing. 2 o'clock, Katie Priest is making chocolate chip cookies. Oh my god, I want some of them. Then at 3 o'clock, Bryony Blake, makeup tutorial. Wonderful to learn. Then at 6 o'clock, Karen is doing stretch and flow. Get your stretching and flowing done. Then at 7 o'clock, I love this book. Emma Barton's going to read Matilda. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I love the book Matilda because it shows you a child who puts her mind to it, works hard, constantly reads. You know that in Matilda, her family doesn't really believe in education, and yet she proves them wrong because she has a growth mindset. It's everywhere. And then at 7:30, Joita and Michael are doing a jive beginners dance class. Jive, let's all jive. I need some dance lessons. I need to join that with special guests Ore and Portia Aduba. So that's it. Thank you so much. I will save the workout. So I'm Bobby Seagull at Bobby_Seagull on Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Need to put some content out. And every Saturday and Wednesday, 8 o'clock, I do family quizzes. Please come along to my YouTube. And again, when OT called me yesterday, I was so happy because someone like OT and Karen, they're so positive and they got this attitude where they always want to learn and keep on improving. And that's what we need. We need a nation full of people that are inspired by people like them. So I'm Bobby Seagull. I'm part of Home Festival Online. I'll be back on Thursday. And I've got some suggestions, some maths, some positive mentality, some geography, history. I love learning. And you've been all so wonderful. So hello, Joanna Hawkins. Thank you so much. Thank you, Francesca. Thank you, Deborah Anderson. A few shout outs. Thank you, Janju. Thank you, Christina. I'm feeling so much love. I'm feeling the love from all you guys because you're wonderful. Again, that's why we do these things. We do these because we want you to have a positive, empowering time. And maths is one of the ways of being empowered, but it can be anything, whether it's through dance, Pictionary, making things, makeup, stretching. It's all about empowering yourself so you feel you can stand up and go, yes, I feel confident in myself. Okay, we're going to end with my dance, okay? Remember? We're going to end with my dance. So you all got the cross position. There's the last bit. Okay? 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. Encore. I hear encore. This is it. Encore. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. Yes, I can do maths. Thank you all. It's been wonderful. I'll see you on Thursday. I'm at Bobby_Seagull. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Home Festival Online. 11:30. OT and Marius. Be there.